Hello there. Top of the morning to y'all. Lovely to see you. Isn't it a fine day? Gosh, it's lovely. The sun's shining and everything. What I'd like to talk to you about today is masturbation. You know, some people call it wanking, but I don't. Because there may be children around and I don't believe in profanity. You know, when there's children around, keep it clean. You got to keep it clean. Now, I know an awful lot about masturbation, so this will probably be just one number one talk on masturbation because I'm sure there's plenty more to be said about it. But what I'd like to say is that, you know, whether you like it or not, it's here to stay. You know, masturbation will always be around. Yeah. And what I think about straight away when I think about masturbation, I think about nuns. I love nuns. They're so happy, aren't they? They've got happy little faces and they go around doing good deeds for everyone. And nowadays they're such nice nuns. I mean, in my day, in the early part of my day, in Ireland in particular, there was a lot of nuns which you wouldn't say were very nice. They used to wear big rings on their finger and they'd thump you on the head until a big bump came up, you know. They do that when you're in school. I mean, I was in a school in England, but there was nuns running it, you know. They're Irish nuns. Because I was Irish, they were sort of nice to me and kind to me, and I never got thumped on the head with these big rings. But my cousin did. Oh, he was a hell of a state. He had bumps coming out of his bumps. Terrible. But anyway, he, you know, I was in this school and the nuns were there, and there was Sister Dimpner. She was about 3 foot tall. Well, she was no more than 3 foot, I can tell you that now. And then there was Sister Attractor, and she was like, like a mountain. She was about 6 foot tall. So there was this little 3 foot tall one and a 6 foot tall one, and they were the best of friends. They were always together, you know, going around with their rosary beads and, you know, talking in an Irish accent, which reminded me of home. But anyway, they used to go around thumping all the kids. Shut up, stay there, don't speak, you know. Your mother's not very nice. Your father's even worse than your mother. You know, they say things like this. They weren't very nice, these nuns, you know. They used to get the kids crying and stuff. But because I was Irish, they didn't thump me with the big ring. You know, the big ring on the pin. Thump, thump, thump. I'm glad they didn't actually. So it might have knocked my brains around a bit, you know. But anyway, these nuns were not so nice as the nuns that are around nowadays because they're so sweet. They're lovely and they'll do anything for you, you know what I mean? Anyway, they go around, they wear these things called habits, you know, and they're sort of, they can be black, they can be blue, some of them are white, you know. But anyway, they've got these habits on, and they've always got pockets in their habits, and you'll see they're fiddling with their pockets all the time like that, you know. Now, I'm not suggesting anything immoral going on here, you know. I'm just saying they all have these sort of pockets, and then the rosary beads, very attractive. And I think the sort of thing that I like about nuns is their sweetness, you know. And the only thing is that they nowadays you can't. Some of the nuns wear ordinary clothes. It's quite strange, really. But you know, so you can't always tell who's a nun. So you've got to be a bit careful about that. You could be in a train, and you could be picking your nose or something, and there could be a nun there. You don't want to be doing things like that in front of a nun, do you? No. But the thing is, with the nuns, I think they've got a good opportunity to masturbate, and they should. It's good for them. I mean, some people say, I've heard people say, oh, I masturbate 10 times a day. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing. That could be a bit obsessive. But 2 or 3 times a day, there's no harm in that. 2 or 3 times, I recommend that to everyone who's a nun. But anyway, these nuns, remember, they don't have a fella. Well, at least they're not supposed to have a fella. So therefore, they need to do a little bit of stuff for themselves. You know what I mean? Masturbation. So I recommend it to the nuns. Masturbate as much as you like. It'll cheer you up as well, because it takes the stress and the strain and all of the smog out of everything, you know. And, you know, it makes them think, you know, the government is a good government. And of course that could be no further from the truth than fucking Adam was the first man on earth. It's not the truth. So, you've got to keep masturbating. And if you do that, you'll sort of encourage others to do it. And then we can get the population down. Because after all, we've got 8 billion people in this world. Now, if we did more masturbating and less of the other stuff, that population would come down by hundreds every day. Soon we'd have a population of about 1 million, or no, 1 billion. 1 billion in the world. Now that wouldn't be a bad thing. If we had 1 billion, we'd be all happy. I think. Well, we might be, let's put it like that. So masturbation should be encouraged by governments. But I mean, this government wouldn't encourage anybody to do anything sensible. They're stupid. They're the worst government in the world. And they're blamed, and they should be blamed, for everything that goes wrong with this country. But anyway, that aside, if we had more masturbation and less sex, though I say that word, you know, for hoping there's no children listening, but try and cut out the sex and masturbate more. I think that's the message that you should get through to people. Masturbation is a good thing. It's not only a good thing, it's a necessary thing. And I think if the government worried more about masturbation and stopped all this other crap they come out with, they'd be a better government. So here's to masturbation. Good night.